this week's show, we take a look at some of the new trends and changes we're seeing in RV design for 2019 and beyond. From new exterior color trends to upscale yacht-type interiors, along with creative uses of canvas pop-ups, pop-outs, and extensions, RV designers are getting creative and breaking new ground. Also, we'll take a look at a new prototype travel trailer from KZRV that epitomizes what RVs of the future will be offering. Later, we'll visit Thetford and learn all about AquaKem and what goes into making this #1 selling holding tank deodorant. And with spring finally here, Mark and Dawn Polk from RV Education 101 show us what's involved in a good RV spring checkup. Rollin' on TV is sponsored by Carefree of Colorado, celebrating over 45 years of RV awning innovation. Closed captioning, where available, is sponsored by Forest River. Begin the journey. As we attend the 2019 RV industry shows, a few things have become apparent, and that is that RV designers and manufacturers are getting bolder and more creative in their thinking, thus giving us some exciting new RVs to choose from. One of the most obvious changes is in the exterior colors, and we're not talking about the trim color, we're talking about the unit's overall color. For example, this year we're seeing a lot more black and gray RVs, along with some other very unique colors. And if you notice, many of these trailers are a solid color without stripes and decals. Is this the look of the future? When it comes to RV interiors, we're seeing more designers leaning toward the yacht or European style and look. Gone are the wood panel walls and wood finish cabinets. Instead, we're seeing clean looking white or off-white walls and cabinetry with occasional wood trim for accents. I think the best way to describe this new look is clean, luxurious, and practical. Another trend we're seeing is increasing the living space with the use of canvas pop-ups and pop-outs, along with full room extensions. We saw many examples of these canvas extensions on everything from camping trailers to Class B motorhomes and even Jeeps. As we look around at all the new units being introduced this year, one thing that stands out is the number of camping and travel trailers with that rugged, off-the-grid military look. In some cases, the look is strictly cosmetic, and in others are in fact designed for rugged, off-the-road use. Either way, it's an interesting new look. As long as we're talking about extensions, of course we can't forget our four-legged family members. How about this cool pet extension we saw just this past week? Coming up after the break, we'll check out an experimental prototype travel trailer from KZRV. AquaKem toss-ins, so fast and easy to use, it could seem like a game. Someone once said, the camping doesn't really start until the RV awning comes out. Whoever said that really knew what they were talking about. Carefree of Colorado, celebrating 45 years of RV awning innovation. For more information, visit our website at carefreeofcolorado.com. The new RVX Show was created to have both RV manufacturers and suppliers showcase their newest products, and in some cases, even prototype products that may not even get into production, at least for a while.
This is the Sonic X, and we were challenged to build something new and exciting for the RVX here in Salt Lake City, and we really kind of got the team together, and I had a dream of, let's build something that's going to work anytime you want to go camping. So we saw some different samples a little while back of some carbon fiber from Lamlux, and I said, man, we've got to make this thing carbon fiber. So That's the most dramatic thing. When you walk up to this coach, the carbon fiber exterior is absolutely stunning, and kind of morphed from there. We said, how would you go camping, or what do we want this coach to do? When you say you want to go anywhere, anytime, what does that mean? So then that's when the wheels started spinning. So I'm an off-road enthusiast, I'm an outdoors person, and a lot of our team are. So we just kind of got together and it just kept building it. The hardest thing about building this coach was saying no, because we pretty much said yes to everything. The outside of this coach is completely unique. From the ground up, obviously the carbon fiber is what you see first when you walk up to it, but you also see the real aggressive off-road stance. We put torsion axles on it with 30-inch tires, off-road tires, to give it a nice high ground clearance. It also gives you a great entrance and departure angle. So that was all part of the design that we said we want to go anywhere, we meant it. As you look around the coach, is actually Nerf bars completely surrounding the coach, 360 degrees. With carbon fiber, you want to make sure that you protect, a valuable asset like that. So we wanted the Nerf bars to take the hit. As you kind of walk around the coach, there's a lot of nice things to take a look at. Up front, we have a custom, fully adjustable BAL bike rack system that will carry 4 bikes up front. And then on the back, we have not only place to carry wood or your coolers, but you can carry 2 kayaks on the back. So 4 bikes and 2 kayaks, plus extra coolers and gear on the coach. You immediately notice that right away. One of the things that you don't really see right off the bat are the solar panels. We have 9 110 watt flexible solar panels up top, feeding down into a completely controlled 9 lithium ion batteries in its own compartment. So this thing has virtually endless power. So if you want to go out at night, you want to keep your lights on, you got more than enough power to go days, even in partial sunlight. The thing will keep charged. It'll charge whether you're pulling it down the road with your car. It'll charge if you plug it in or into a generator. The other thing you'll notice in the back is actually we did an infinite water system, which is kind of neat because what we wanted to do is we put 2 40-gallon holding tanks in it. Normally a coach this size, would have a 40 or a 45. We wanted to have more than that. So we're carrying nearly 100 gallons of water. And if you're dry camping for a week, 100 gallons sounds like a lot, but it's not that much. So we put in an infinite water system that allows you to take a hose, put it into a stream, a lake, a bucket of water that you got from somewhere else, and refill your water tanks. And a lot of people are thinking, what, through it from a stream? Well, if you just want to fill your water tanks for flushing your toilets or anything like that, it actually has a 5-micron water filter system that can be expanded to any type of water system filtration that you want. So no matter where you are, you can find some water and get it back into your coach and refill your tank. So that was a real important aspect of it. As an outdoor person, one of the things that you're going to be doing is you have gear with you, and sometimes gear breaks. So on the front and on the back, on the front there's 2 40-inch, and on the back there's 2 40-inch LED lights that are producing over 64,000 lumens of light. So we wanted to really light up the back or the front of the coach, so that if your truck breaks down, if your bicycle breaks down, or if your fishing rod needs to be repaired, you've got enough light to sit out there under the stars and kind of get it done. We had a lot of fun on the inside of the coach. Not only does it have a Murphy bed, which has been done, we do that in our current Sonic lineup, but all of the furniture is custom made. We worked with a boat furniture manufacturer to really make the furniture soft, custom density foams, but it's also very, very durable. It's meant to be out on a pontoon boat that can just withstand sun and spills and everything, with midnight black accents which tie into the to the exterior. So we wanted to be really comfortable, so that if you are a couple and then you got some friends out in the tent, you have a bad couple of days of rain, you can get in, you can watch a movie. You can watch a movie on the outside as well. The outside has a TV and Bluetooth soundbar and a PlayStation 4, so you don't have to necessarily rough it without having your game system along with you. As you look around the coach, you got a custom butcher block dinette table, which is a little overkill but looks absolutely fantastic, designed by our own interior designer. Solid surface countertops, convection microwave are just a few of the examples in here. But we got a few trick features too. Right when you walk in the entry door, there's a hidden panel that you can charge your phones and check your different supplies of power. You also have Bluetooth ready leveling system with a 4-point leveling system. That's over by the other entertainment center. But The bathroom has a custom vanity that's a 2-tier vanity to give you more room for your essentials. And then in the wardrobe closet, we got a few more surprises. We build in a fully lockable wall safe, and then a hidden large compartment for other larger gear, for guns, fishing poles, any of your larger gear that you want to keep out of sight, out of mind when you're out kayaking.
Like we said, the Sonic X is an experimental prototype, but who knows? We just may see it or a version of it in the near future. At Forest River, we not only build great RVs, we build award-winning RVs. Check out our complete product line at forestriverinc.com. Forest River. Begin the journey. At Norcoal, we realize that some of your favorite RV destinations are off the grid. And Norcoal refrigerators are uniquely designed with that RV experience in mind. We call it Freedom Unplugged. To learn more about our Norcoal RV refrigerator line or to find a dealer near you, visit our website at norcoal.com. You've seen ads on our show, and you see RVers everywhere using it in one form or another. That's probably why Aqua-Kem is the #1 selling holding tank deodorant of all time. Like most folks, we were curious as to what goes into making Aqua-Kem. So we headed over to the Thetford facility in Ann Arbor, Michigan to learn firsthand about the operation. Besides Aqua-Kem, Thetford also makes a lot of other RV products at this location, from toilets to a large array of RV cleaners, protectants, polishes, and waxes. When it comes to making any type of chemical product, it all starts in the lab, where formulas are developed and tested. And with today's environment, there are a lot of things to consider, as Thetford's chemical manager, Paula Dumont, explains.
Well, RVers today want to make sure that they are very conscious of the environment. The EPA makes sure we're conscious of the environment. So when we're designing products for RV use, our first and foremost concern is that the products are being used outside. And when you clean your RV, any runoff from that has to be compatible with the environment that it goes in, the campground. So our products for the Design for Environment line are all designed to be direct release. So that means that you can wash your RV with a product and not worry about the runoff because it's completely biodegradable. And even our non-DFE products are all biodegradable as well. Some might take a little longer than others, but most of them are readily biodegradable.
We were wondering how the lab keeps up with the changing trends and new scents for its Aqua-Kem line. And the answer is not that technical.
Right now we have 4 scents for Aqua-Kem, and we are constantly innovating. Every year we survey the marketplace with our fragrance suppliers about what consumer trends in home air care are, and we target the ones that smell the best to us in the lab, and then we take them to our fellow employees and we have them evaluate and vote on the scent that they like the best.
Now let's head out to the factory and see what the process is for making Aqua-Kem. The one thing that's obvious is there are a whole lot of tanks here, and each one holds a different ingredient that goes into making Aqua-Kem. The tanks are constantly monitored and controlled. When it's time to mix a new batch, the formula is input into the computer, then the proper amount of each chemical is piped over to the mixing vessels. Once everything is mixed, the finished product is stored in these large holding tanks until it's time to be piped over for packaging. To make the dry form of Aqua-Kem, the dry chemicals are put into these large rotating drums along with the liquid scent and mixed for a specific amount of time. Then, the powdered mix is put into some very large bags to be transported over to the packaging department. Here in the dry packaging line, you'll see the large holding bag on top of the hopper. The dry ingredients are dumped into the hopper, which then feeds the product into the packaging machine. On this line, the ingredients are put into individual packets. The packets are then put into boxes, cased, and they're ready for shipping. In liquid form, AquaKem is available in various size containers. It so happens the day we were there, they were doing gallon-sized bottles. The empty bottles are dumped into a hopper where they are fed onto the line. The bottles next go through a unique machine that senses what direction the bottle is facing and spins the bottles so that they're all facing in the same direction. Now, the bottles head to the filling station where 6 bottles get filled at once. Next, the caps are put on and, just to make sure the caps are tight, they go through a re-torquing machine. Next, the labels are put on and the finished product is boxed and ready for shipping. Now, the next time you open that bottle or take out that packet of AquaKem, you know exactly how it was made and why it's still #1 after 50 years. By the way, Thetford has come out with a whole new AquaKem product called AquaKem Shots, the industry's first micro-concentrated holding tank deodorant. For more information on AquaKem and the new shots, visit our website at rollinontv.com.
Wow, am I glad I used AquaKem.
Maybe chili wasn't the best idea.
AquaKem, the most powerful odor control available and the #1 seller for over 50 years.
Hi, I'm Dawn Polk with RV Education 101. When your RV sits in storage for a period of time, lots of unexpected stuff can happen to it. Batteries that were fully charged when you parked the RV are discharged, tires that were properly inflated are underinflated, and seams and sealants crack and separate. There are other concerns too, like where the RV was stored and how it was prepared for storage. If the RV was stored outside exposed to the elements, the exterior and the roof can suffer the brunt of Mother Nature's harsh winter conditions. And if you did not properly winterize the RV water system, there could be damage to the plumbing. We can't undo how the RV was prepared for storage, but we can prepare the RV for another adventure-packed camping season. Let's take a look at 5 important RV spring checks. Every spring, when the threat of freezing temperatures dwindles, I head to the garage to perform some important RV spring checks. There are probably 50 or more checks we could make on our RV, but today I want to discuss 5 RV spring checks I consider absolutely essential. Check number 1, RV battery. The condition of your RV batteries depends on how well they were cared for when they were in storage. A battery in storage can lose up to 10% of its charge every month. If you checked and recharged the battery periodically during storage, the battery should be ready to go. If you did not check and recharge the battery, the first step is to fully charge the battery. After the battery is fully charged, check and add distilled water as required. If the battery was removed for storage, reinstall the battery and make sure it is connected properly. The next check is the RV water system. If the water system was winterized, it needs to be de-winterized. There are 3 important tasks we want to accomplish when we de-winterize the RV water system. We want to remove the RV antifreeze from the plumbing system, check the water system for leaks, and sanitize the RV water system so it's safe and ready to use. If you use non-toxic RV antifreeze to protect the water system from freezing, you need to run fresh potable water through the entire plumbing system until all traces of the RV antifreeze are removed. To do this, connect a potable water drinking hose to the city water connector on the RV and run fresh water through the entire plumbing system to include the sinks, shower, outside shower, toilet, and washing machine if applicable. After all traces of the RV antifreeze are removed, you can reinstall any water filter cartridges that were removed for winter storage. The RV antifreeze that was in the plumbing system is now in the gray and black water holding tanks and can be emptied when you have access to a suitable waste disposal site. After the antifreeze is flushed from the water system, it's a good idea to sanitize the water system. Make sure all the drains are closed and any drain plugs are reinstalled. Take a quarter cup of household bleach for every 15 gallons of water your fresh water tank holds. Mix the bleach with water into a 1-gallon container and pour the solution into the fresh water holding tank. Fill the fresh water holding tank completely full of potable water. Turn the water pump on and run water through all hot and cold faucets until you smell bleach at each tap. Close the faucets and let the solution sit in the freshwater holding tank and the water lines for at least 12 hours. Drain all the water and refill the freshwater tank with potable water. Turn the water pump on and open all faucets, running the water until you no longer smell any bleach. Check number 3, RV tires. Tires lose a percentage of air pressure sitting in storage. Your RV tires can lose 2 to 3 psi a month. This means they could be dangerously low on air pressure. Check the tire pressure in all tires with a good tire inflation gauge and adjust the inflation pressure to the manufacturer's recommendation based on the load. Don't forget the spare tire. Remember, failing to maintain correct tire pressure based on the load can result in fast tread wear, uneven wear, poor handling, and excessive heat buildup, which can lead to tire failure. Tire manufacturers publish load and inflation tables that should be followed for proper inflation pressure. Check number 4, RV roof, seams, and sealants. Caution, whenever you work on the RV roof, be extremely careful. A fall can result in serious injury or death. Every seam on your RV and anywhere the RV manufacturer cut a hole in your RV has the potential to leak. It's important to take your time and thoroughly inspect all of these seams and sealants on the RV. I recommend inspecting and resealing the seams and sealants on the RV at least twice a year and possibly more often depending on storage conditions. During your inspection of the RV roof, seams, and sealants, look for signs of cracking or lifted sealants. It's important you consult your RV owner's manual or your local RV dealer for sealants compatible with the different types of materials you are attempting to seal. Check number 5, RV safety devices. When your RV sits in storage, it's quite common for dry cell batteries and safety devices to die. Replace the batteries in all safety devices and test the operation of the carbon monoxide detector, the LP gas leak detector, and the smoke alarm. Lots of RV owners are not aware that safety devices in RVs have expiration dates. I recommend you write the expiration down on the front cover so you remember to replace it when it reaches the expiration date. Inspect all fire extinguishers to make sure they are fully charged. If you have a dry chemical fire extinguisher, turn it upside down and tap the bottom several times to release any powder that settled to the bottom. Review how to properly use a fire extinguisher in the event you need to use it. Carbon monoxide gas is called the silent killer because you can't see it, taste it, or smell it. If you have an older RV that does not have a CO detector, you need to purchase and install one designed for use in RVs. Test all the safety devices in your RV prior to each trip and make sure everybody understands what the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning are and what to do if you're exposed to CO gas. I mentioned earlier there are many more checks that can and should be made to your RV, but these are 5 spring checks I consider essential to prepare your RV for travel this camping season. Happy camping!
We hope you enjoyed this week's show, and for more information on anything you saw on the show, along with additional videos, stories, and RV news, visit our website at rollinontv.com. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. As usual, This has been another fun production.